Hello everybody, it's Claire with another project for the Scrap FX design team. So again, I'm playing in the craft journal junk kit, and I'm using this beautiful butterfly, which is one of the pages you can add, and I decided to put it in the middle so that I could make a real feature of it. I think it's just crying out for bright colours, and as you know, I do love bright rainbow colours, so that was what I decided to do. So I've started off with ruby, and then I'm using tangerine and lemon. I go on to use lime and also turquoise. It creates a really pretty rainbow effect. So I've popped some paper underneath and I'm just painting some colour straight onto this butterfly. It's got no gesso on, and I'm just simply adding the colour. The underpapers are also quite pretty when I take them out from underneath, and so I've saved those to use for collage fodder for something else. So there you go. Then I decided I needed to paint the back of the butterfly as well, so I'm doing that the same, just following the same process and not worrying too much about whether it matches up exactly with the front, but I can see a little bit of the colour peeking through, so I was roughly following that. And then trying not to blob it through the other side too much. It's a very technical term, that, isn't it? Because I didn't want to spoil the colour that was on the front of the butterfly. There we go. So that's both sides done. Didn't think you needed to watch me do all of that. And then I decided that I would fill the background using different collage paper. So these are all from Scrap FX. This first one is a Monogram Modern. This one you can see now is called Sketchings No. 2 Large by Michelle Logan. Then this is the Fountain Rice paper. And then I'm using another text one. I think this is one about wisdom. I'm not sure what that one is. But I'm just mixing it up really, filling in the spaces. This one is the Black Dots collage paper, and just basically covering the background with some interesting collage paper. Now you're going to think this is crazy, but I wanted something behind the butterfly so that it would stand out, but I didn't want to lose all that interest that we'd just put down. So I'm using a bit of black gesso and I'm just kind of painting a rough circle shape in the middle, just so that when the butterfly is open you can see it then pops out a bit more. Then I'm using the negative numbers stamp, which is also a new thing from Scrap FX, with some white ink, and I'm stamping that on just to push that black away a little bit and help it blend with the background. This is the Dream Phrase stencil, and I'm just adding a few words onto the page. Not using the whole stencil, just picking out odd words here and there and just adding those onto the background. There we go. So then I added a few splatters using a bit of blue Posca pen. It's a sort of turquoisey blue. And then I found these words from the craft word set from the Journey set, and I'm sticking these onto black card, cutting them out so they've got a small border around them just to help them pop out from the page and stand out a little bit more, and then they're going to be stuck down at the bottom, and I'm just using my double-sided tape gun just to quickly stick those in place. And then I decided I would use the negative numbers stamp again and just break up that colour on the butterfly and just stamp a bit of that onto the wings, just here and there, and you can see it just adds a bit more interest to that butterfly. And there we go. There is the finished page. So quite an easy one, but very fun, lots of colour with a nice simple background. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.